Hey, welcome to the Jason Show, where we talk movies, music, TV shows, where I recommend something that you need to know. Don't forget to hit like, then subscribe below. Hey everyone, my name is Jason Gonsalves. I'm an actor and screenwriter here in ATL. Are you on a staycation and need a TV show to binge? I got you! Here on my channel, I will give you pop culture you can consume. Here on my show today, I have a special guest. Her name is Ava Davis, and she's going to appear right now! Hey Ava!
Hey, Jason.
It's the Ava Davis show up in this now. It's the Queen, the Duchess herself. Wait, you call yourself the Duchess, right?
Just for now.
Okay.
I'm an actor, a writer, producer, and I live here in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yay! Today, we are going to be doing our top 5 TV shows from 2020. We don't know each other's lists, so this is going to be somewhat of exciting and possibly controversial.
I'm excited to learn what you've selected.
I know, me too.
I hope we're still friends afterwards.
Right. Without further ado, let's get into it.
All right. My number 5 is... yes. Okay, The Umbrella Academy on Netflix.
Wait, that came out this year?
Season 2 did. Yes, Season 2 came out this year. It sure did.
I love The Umbrella Academy. How did I forget about that? I'm so happy that you put this on the list because I completely forgot about it.
You are welcome. One reason it stood out to me, though.
Yeah.
Because this has been a year of change and all that, and I remember watching Season 2 and thinking, okay, someone's exploring some gender options here, and I applaud you. But what happened 3 to 4 to 5 to however many months later? Elliot Page came out. And it was beautiful to watch. There's something really special about watching The Umbrella Academy this year and seeing the hints of him coming out. Not only that, but how Season 2 tackled so many issues by saying, alright, what we're going to do is we're going to drop y'all in the 60s. So you cis male people, y'all take a step back. We got some stories to tell. Wow. Southern just walking out of me.
It was like you're back in the 60s.
Right.
It was so timely. It's like...
It really
they
was.
must have written that before everything happened, right? So...
And then for it to come out in the summer of Revolution.
And The Umbrella Academy has a special place in my heart, too, because one of my favorite bands is My Chemical Romance, and the lead singer, Gerard Way, he actually created this comic book that they made into this Netflix thing. I would love to be in this show. Please cast me.
Same.
Everybody needs to be talked about on this show. So Aidan Gallagher, number 5, he is so mature for his age. Dude.
So mature.
He commands it. He's a great actor.
He really is, and the way that he commands Five's character and just commands the screen in general, like, it's phenomenal.
He's gonna go places. He's
really,
already places, but I mean...
He's already places. Who I want to point out was Justin Min as Ben, because we didn't get to see of Ben in the first season, and we got to know so much about Ben.
Robert Sheehan?
Okay. When I talk about people I want to have babies with, Robert Sheehan is at the top of the list. The journey that Klaus goes through, and it's just, it was beautiful. Like, it was...
Yeah, it was really good. And, okay, Tom Hooper, who plays Luthor.
Okay.
Emma Raver Lampin.
Allison.
David Castaneda is phenomenal in this season. I think that he really grows. I mean,
He does.
He's probably my favorite character in this season, actually.
Alright, those are things. The breakout performance for me, though, was Ritu. Is that her name? Ritu Arya. Okay. Ma'am.
And that's how we go.
Yes! These are superheroes with flaws, and they really go into the human side of it. Like, if you're looking for a superhero show, yes, there's some superhero elements, but look, it is a drama through and through.
Right.
Yes.
This gives really good performances. They deal with real issues. Check it out, please. It's streaming on...
Netflix.
Season 2 and 1. So if you haven't seen Season 1, check it out. It's Ava's 5 out of 5.
Yes.
Now, Jason's 5 out of 5.
Okay, so curious.
I May Destroy You.
Okay.
It's streaming on HBO Max now. Michaela Cohen created this show, and she also was the lead actor in it. She starred in it. IMDb says the question of sexual consent in contemporary life and how, in the new landscape of dating and relationships, we make the distinction between liberation and exploitation.
There we go.
Now, that is a pretty intense description, but it pretty much encapsulates the whole show. I will say that this show is very triggering for people. I've read online, like, if you are a survivor of sexual abuse, then I would just know going into this that it's going to be pretty graphic. Michaela Cohen has actually done a couple of things. She was in a couple episodes of Black Mirror.
Yes.
She is hilarious if you've seen her in Chewing Gum. When I tell you hilarious, I mean like she's like Jim Carrey type.
Okay.
Ridiculous, putting herself out there type stuff.
Okay.
And she writes, which is exciting as like writers ourselves. It's cool to see her do sort of everything. And then being like a strong Black woman, she has strong features. She writes for people of color, I feel like, and she's just so raw and real with her work. I May Destroy You is something that I think, if, of course it's not triggering to you, everybody should watch, just to kind of learn more about sexual exploitation and just how women are treated. And even, and this also deals with gay men as well. Wiruchi Opia.
Correct us if we're wrong.
Yes. She plays her best friend Terry. Terry goes through her own journey, and it's actually quite intense as well. It's very interesting because you will see completely different stories with the three. So there's Michaela Coel, who plays Arabella, which is the main character. Wiruchi Opia, who plays Terry, her best friend. And then there's Papa Isiru, who plays Kwame, her other best friend. And they each go through their own journey. It's a really eye-opening, groundbreaking, provocative show. I will say an interesting story about this show, too, is that Michaela Coel actually brought this to Netflix. And Netflix wanted it, but they wanted some creative control over it. And so she took it to HBO and sold it to them because she wanted more control over her show. And I think that is so empowering and inspiring as an upcoming actor and screenwriter to see somebody take ownership of their work and say, no, I'm not going to compromise what I want for you. I'm going to do what I want and make the show that I want.
That's really inspiring, too, as a writer and content creator, where it's just like, no, stand up for the work that you know you want to be made and how your story deserves to be told, because ultimately this was her story to tell. And it's like, no, you don't get a say in how I tell this story. Okay, my number 4 is The Politician on Netflix. Now, I thought about this long and hard.
Wow, that is actually a show that I skipped out on.
Wow, okay, those are things. Okay,
Okay, tell me about the show then. Who stars in it? I know Ben Platt is in it. Ben Platt, if you don't know, he was a Broadway star. He got his big break when he played in as Evan Hansen in Dear Evan Hansen. He played Evan Hansen in Dear Evan Hansen, and he also was in Pitch Perfect 2, I believe. Was it in 2? But sorry. Anyways, side note. I thought that was really cool to share.
No,
about Ben
that
Platt.
is really cool. What were my big points? Judith Light and Bette Midler. That's point number 1. Number 2, Ben Platt's singing voice. My third point is Judith Light and Bette Midler. Yes, bringing them back again.
Yeah, I mean, Bette Midler is a legend, right?
A legend, not... Judith Light is a
Pocus, right?
legend herself. Yes, she was in Hocus Pocus. Judith Light is a legend. She is a...
Oh my gosh, I don't even know her. I'm not going to put that in the video, but...
So the first season, yeah. But the second season, yeah.
There's 2 seasons of The Politician?
The second season came out this year.
Oh, wow.
It came out on June 19th, 2020. And then a month later we had Umbrella Academy. Yes, I know. You're welcome. Theo James... He, they pronouns, and what I love about his character, he stars as James Sullivan, they don't make his gender a point at all, and that's the goal of trans non-binary people, I think, at least for me, of being able to play a part and not having gender come into it. It's just like, I'm doing this part, I'm amazing. Theo Germain.
I looked him up just now, wow.
And... phenomenal acting. Also, a huge mention is, I don't know how to pronounce her name, Rain Jones. She stars as Sky Lighton, a lesbian, a black lesbian, a black proud lesbian with a capital L and a capital B. Yum.
What's the politician about?
Oh, right, I guess we should cover that. It's on Netflix, and it is about...
Peyton Hobart.
His lifelong dream is to be a politician. Number one, to be president of the United States.
Oh, wow, okay.
He's done that since he was very young. It follows him pursuing that path.
Oh, okay. And it's a musical as well?
So, okay, here's the thing. It's not a musical. It just really does a really good job at showcasing his singing voice.
Top 4 out of 5 is The Politician by...
Ryan Murphy on Netflix.
Ryan Murphy on Netflix. You can stream it now. So, my top 4 out of 5 is The Mandalorian Season 2.
Okay. Full disclosure before you go anywhere, have not seen it. Don't look at me like that.
But I bet you've been liking photos of Baby Yoda.
Oh, of course I have! Baby Yoda's so cute! Oh my god!
Which you find out his real name in this season.
Which is?
I'm not going to tell you.
Spoilers.
Why?
Oh.
Spoilers for people who haven't seen it.
God darn it.
The Mandalorian Season 2 picks off where Season 1 left off. If you haven't seen Season 1, then I suggest you do that. It's so good, and the amount of money they put into this show for the special effects, the makeup, everything about it is just so dope. Like, it does Star Wars proud. I've heard a lot of people are upset with the way that the sequel trilogy went. Full disclosure, I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for this, but I loved the prequels and I loved the sequels. Wasn't a huge fan of the original.
Like, out of the major 9?
Yeah, but I'm also...
I did too!
I'm also a 90s baby, so it's like, I literally was born after the fact of these movies, and I grew up on the prequels. So, you know, I didn't really know Star Wars before that. So,
Full disclosure, I actually don't like the originals from the 70s.
The Mandalorian picks up, like I said, where Season 1 leaves off, and that's all they really can give you. Just know that there is an appearance by a Jedi. Oh, wait. Yeah, there's an appearance by a Jedi.
Spoiler.
We get to know Baby Yoda's real name. Every episode, I was hooked, and I was laughing, and I was excited to see what was next, and I was shocked on certain parts, and then the season finale broke the internet.
Oh, hey.
It can be streamed on Disney Plus right now. Please do yourself a favor, because I really can't tell you much about it, because it's so much Star Wars lore that it might spoil something for you if you haven't seen any of them. So check that out. You can start with The Mandalorian and then work your way into the universe, because the thing about Star Wars is they jump around on timelines. And you definitely want to hop on this train, because a whole bunch of Star Wars stuff was announced at the Disney convention thing.
Okay.
So yes, stream The Mandalorian Season 1 and 2 on Disney Plus right now. That's my number 4 out of 5.
Okay. Number 3, Sex Education on Netflix.
I love that we're not picking the same shows, and that, like, I haven't seen this show too. Okay, Sex Education.
Wow! Okay.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Wow! Okay, so, per Wikipedia, Sex Education is a British comedy drama television series created
Reading it straight from the screen.
I am. Whatever. Laurie Nunn. It stars Asa Butterfield. It also stars Gillian Anderson, which a lot of people may know from that show, X-Files. All these people are good. Great, whatever. Forget them. What I need you to do is Nkudi Gatwa, who plays Eric Effiong, steals a show. Steals a show. Let me explain what the show is about.
Okay.
Like I did last time. It's about this boy named Otis and his mom, who's a sex therapist. His mom's name's Jean Milburn and all that other good stuff, whatever. So Otis decides to start, like, offering sex therapy to his classmates, and they come to him, and it kind of gives the show a nice structure.
What?
Right, I know.
Teenagers going to a sex therapist?
Right. Asa Butterfield is the teenage sex therapist.
Oh.
They're going to him for advice because they're like...
So his mom teaches him in a way, and then he teaches his friends?
He picks up on his mom, and then he
goes... Okay, I like that premise.
He makes a little bit of money because he charges people, and brings in this other girl, Maeve, who is a very bad will-they-won't-they situation, but whatever. Don't focus on them. So that is the main premise of the show, but what I need you to do is focus on Eric Effiong, Eric and his love choices, and the journey that Eric goes through.
Sounds like you really identified with Eric.
I did. I feel like you just read that straight.
So Eric is what sold the show for you.
It is.
But everybody else is really good in it as well.
Yeah, they're good. They something.
Ooh. Okay, where can you stream this?
You can stream it on Netflix. Yes, you can.
Ooh.
Yeah. Go watch it. Season 2 came out.
I might really have to watch this because I really like that premise. I mean, it's kind of weird because they're teenagers, but
it's really beautiful. It's
well, Euphoria was about teenagers, and I loved that show. So
there we go. I feel
they're
like
not really teenagers, you know. They're teenagers. All right.
Your number 3.
Number 3. My number 3 choice is Little Fires Everywhere.
Okay.
Have you seen that?
I have not.
Oh my gosh.
I love that we've only seen one show together.
I know.
This whole list.
I know. Okay, so the creator is Liz Tigler, and I know that I believe that
Tigler.
Right. All right, so Kerry Washington and Reese Witherspoon, we all know who they are.
Do we? What? Yes. Hey, how you doing?
Those two executive produced the show and then starred as the two leads. Kerry Washington and Reese Witherspoon really glide through their scenes. I mean, at this point, the two women are pros, you know, and they're masterful at their craft. You see that throughout the show.
Isn't it wonderful to watch two masters at their crafts act? Like, it's like sitting in on a master class.
Now, this is based off of a novel by the same name, Little Fires Everywhere. The book is by Celeste Niggs. Her last name is literally Ng. So, Ing? It follows... Basically, you follow in Reese Witherspoon's family, which is like this picture-perfect white family, and then Kerry Washington's family. She's an artist, and she's free-spirited, and she has one daughter, no man. As you're watching the series, their lives start to unfold, and you start learning things about both of their pasts, and they intertwine because Reese Witherspoon's a very aggressive... I don't know it...
Aggressive?
She's aggressive in the sense that, like, okay, I know a lot of people of color can identify with the fact that, like, white people sometimes will overcompensate for the horrible things that have been done in history towards people of color from like, white people.
Oh my god, there was slavery. Here, let me just give you a car. And it's like...
Yeah, like, they'll
why
do,
are you
like...
me a car?
They'll overcompensate, and Reese Witherspoon definitely does that throughout the show. She starts off
burning
doing
her house down.
Huh?
What? I don't know, I'm just literally making up my own story in my head about Little Fires Everywhere. I don't know. It's what I do. When I hear things and I don't know what they're actually about, I just make up stories.
I'm just shocked because that's, like, literally how it opens. Is her house is burning down.
Okay.
So, yeah,
wow.
when you watch it...
I'm psychic. My breast can tell when it's raining. You're welcome.
Stupid. The series starts off with Reese Witherspoon's house being set on fire. And from that point on, it opens up with these two families. And that's all I'm really going to give you. So yeah, Little Fires Everywhere is streaming on Hulu now. That is my number 3 out of 5. Please watch it. It's so good. It's so good. And, like, you'll be on the edge of your seats up until the very end. And let me just say that Kerry Washington is great throughout it. Phenomenal. And then Reese Witherspoon has this moment at the season finale that just was like, damn.
Yes.
Damn.
Yes.
Reese went there. Okay, Ava, tell us your number 2 out of 10.
Number 2 out of 10. Oh. My number 2 is Hollywood, streaming on Netflix. I don't know if you're seeing a pattern here, but
Well, I see representation very much matters to you.
So much. Look, being a queer, black, trans artist and seeing variations of me on TV, movies, whatever, is very important. It's my biggest insecurity in this industry, seeing myself represented so that, like, I can tell stories truthfully and not, like, I'm going to have to be the first to do this, but it's like, no, those shoes are already filled, and now I'm just looking to follow in their footsteps.
Yeah.
That's why it's so huge for me. Because if you're having to play the first, then you're having to do a lot of stereotypes, and you're going to get lambasted for that, but some crawl so others may walk. With all that said, Hollywood, it's an American drama, and it focuses on Hollywood in the 1940s, I'm going to say, and it stars Darren Criss and some other amazing people.
Darren Criss is actually half Filipino. Did you know that?
I did know that.
I really liked David... Ooh, that little bird was just, like, right in the perfect pause. David Cornsweet. I loved him in that show. I thought he was so awesome. You didn't like him?
No, I loved babies. I want babies.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, I know I want a lot of babies, but Darren Criss, what I love about Hollywood is you're watching like, oh, we've heard all these stories before. Blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, you can't be gay, you can't be black, you can't be anything but cis, white, male, female, whatever. And then they're like, but what if things were different?
It's like a realistic way of how to do that.
Yes.
It's not going to be easy.
No.
But it was doable in this fantasy that Ryan Murphy created.
And what I love too is to identify the key people in all the gatekeeping processes that allow things to go checked or unchecked. From casting, from executives, from writers.
And we've been mentioning all these white people. Let's talk about Laura Harrier and Jeremy Pope. Jeremy Pope was actually nominated.
Jeremy Pope was a firebrand. And not only that, but...
he was nominated for an Emmy for this, yeah.
I can't give away anything, but let me just say... Get it! Get it! Yes.
Okay.
What is your number 2?
God, oh God, oh God. Okay, number 2 is Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist.
Wow.
When I tell you this show is... Yeah, it's that. It's...
dropping.
Things. A young woman basically gets the superpowers of hearing people's innermost thoughts as songs and like dance numbers. They do it in a really comical way. This show is on NBC, but it streams on Hulu. So like basically you can see all of season 1, I believe, and then season 2 just premiered. So what will happen is it premieres on a Tuesday and then it's available to stream on Hulu the next day at like 5 a.m. This show, you want to talk about representation, stars Alex Newell.
Yes, and if you don't remember, they were in Glee. Yes, as Unique in the later seasons who had a breakout role.
They are probably one of the best singers of this generation. I mean, if you listen to them, they can blow.
Blow like no other.
Yeah, like...
No other. If you look up Alex Newell on YouTube and listen to where they have performed and how they have performed...
They actually started on Broadway as well in this show called Once on This Island, which they blow in that. If you look up YouTube videos... Anyways, we're getting off subject. I'm just saying... okay, I'm going to break down the first episode for you so that you can kind of get into it. So basically what happens is Jane Levy plays Zoe. Her best friend, who's played by Skylar Astin, is Max. So Max and Zoe are these best friends. They work at this tech company, and her father has a disease that basically like makes him lose all motor functions. And so he's like kind of in a sense a vegetable. Like he can understand everything, but he can't really like do anything. He can't move, he can't speak, and it opens up with that. And then she has like a potential love interest played by John Clarence Stewart.
Sounds handsome.
His name is Simon in the show, so like Zoe has like kind of a crush on Simon, and then she is neighbors to Mo, who's played by Alex Newell. All of these people are amazing singers. I think that Zoe is hilarious though. She's so quirky and like leads the show with grace. Jane Levy actually was in my favorite horror film, the Evil Dead remake.
Okay. Have not seen it.
It's one of my favorite horror films because it's so... This is probably weird that I like it, but it's so gory and like... They just don't have any boundaries on what they like what they're gonna do for it. Like they just go for it. And she was in that and starred in it, and she was so like angsty and dark and played this like character that was possessed by multiple demons. I mean, and then then this show comes out. Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist is streaming right now on Hulu, and the season 2 just premiered in 2021. So please check it out. Please check it out. Please watch it. It's so good. You will cry. You will cry. I don't know if crying is actually a selling point for some people, but it is for me. It is for me.
It's an emotional release.
Right.
Sometimes you just need.
Right.
To
right.
Get it out.
Oh my God.
Sometimes you can't actually cry yourself, but you can cry through characters.
Okay. All right. Drum roll, please.
Bridgerton! Okay, I love this show, and as the Duchess, everyone was all like, okay, have you seen this show? And it's like, yes, I have. I've been waiting for this show to come out since October. Yes, October.
And who created this show?
Those are good things. So,
Shonda Rhimes, y'all. Shonda Rhimes.
Hold on. Produced by Shonda Rhimes. Created by Chris Van Dessen, who was her assistant and then moved up in the ranks and then was all like, yo, I got this show and I'm gonna make it juicy. And it is based on Julia Quinn's novels. Oops. Set in the competitive world of Regency London's high society during the Tawn season.
I knew you were gonna like this show. I actually haven't seen it. Should I watch it? Because I'm a huge fan.
What?
I'm a huge fan of Scandal and How to Get Away with Murder.
Oh.
So I feel like I was like, ooh, Shonda Rhimes produced this. I'm probably gonna love it. Grey's Anatomy is like the biggest show.
Biggest show ever. Remember having watch parties in college again.
That is a show that I was looking at the numbers for it. It always pulls big numbers for viewership. How to Get Away with Murder.
Executive produced by Chris Van Dessen. And Chris Van Dessen had so much success with that show that Shonda Rhimes was like, cool, bet. Go make another show. What did he do? He pulled this magic trick out of a hat and was like, cool, we're going to go to 19th century London. But there were black people. Everywhere. Upper, lower, middle. Black people everywhere. Okay. So, it's set during London's high season. Tell me more.
Perfect. Are there also, like, Hispanics, Asians?
Everyone. Although they could have focused on the Hispanics and the Asians a little bit more, but...
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's exciting. I might
so
have
exciting.
To
so exciting. So here's what you need to do. Okay, go ahead and get some paper towels because Reggie Jean Page is the Duke of Hastings. Now, he... all of the babies. Like, everyone... Okay, so now that we've got Reggie Jean Page out of the way, amazing as the Duke of Hastings, he's black. Why do I say that? Because if you know anything about period pieces, to make a black person a duke... And a duke is one step below being a royal prince. If you're just a plain old prince, a duke...
And she knows something about being a duchess or whatever, so...
I'm not saying, I'm just saying. Also, I'm gunning to be on season 2, so you're welcome.
What?
What?
What'd you say?
I'm gunning to be on season 2.
Oh, I thought you said something about Beyonce. I was about to say, here you go again.
Always hearing about Beyonce when ain't nobody said anything about Beyonce.
But come on, that did sound similar to Beyonce.
Gunning to be on season 2?
Beyond season 2. Beyonce.
Gunning to be on... Okay.
You did it like beyond season 2. Beyond season 2.
Oh, sidetracked.
So that's a very easy thing.
Sidetracked. Okay. Let's get into Lady Danbury, who is played by the phenomenal, I am so sad that I'm just now discovering her, Adjoa Endo. She's amazing as the Lady Danbury. I won't give anything away, but sharp tongue, also black. Leading the with black people.
Wow.
We have Golda Rashuvel, who plays Queen Charlotte. Now, if you know anything about history, you know that there is all these rumors that Queen Charlotte had African descent, and it's been rumored all throughout history.
I don't even know who Queen Charlotte is.
Queen Charlotte was the queen consort of King George III, who was known as the Mad King. And for also you history buffs, you know who was king during the American Revolution? Mad King George.
Oh.
You're welcome.
Wow.
Now, if you love TV shows, then you should watch #1, Rome on HBO. That is not an honorable mention. This is just to build up to Polly Walker. If you don't know what a Polly Walker is, watch Rome, the series.
Rome?
Rome on HBO. It is about Rome, Julius Caesar, and all that kind of Rome.
Oh, really? When did this come out?
It came out in 2004 and 2000. Right. Okay, look.
Did it get anything for this? Like, wow,
yes.
that's... Oh.
It was the Game of Thrones before Game of Thrones.
No.
Yes.
No. My bad.
Polly Walker perfected.
I love that you're wearing this wig right now.
She perfected the on-camera slap of a woman, her junior. Yes.
Wait, in Rome or in
She
Bridgerton?
perfected it in Rome, and then she brings it back for Bridgerton.
Because I was just like, you about to throw up on me?
I was burping.
Oh. So we've covered everybody.
It's on Netflix.
It's... You really have me hyped to see this show now. I definitely need to see this. But also, I'm seeing on here, Julie Andrews is the narrator, and I saw that online.
Yes. All of it. They take orchestrations of pop music and make them classical for all the waltzes and dances. Yes.
Ooh.
So they take an Ariana Grande and then like, thank
What?
you next. Thank you next.
No.
Full on orchestra.
No.
Yes. Yes.
What?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
In conclusion, they can stream Bridgerton on Netflix. It's amazing. And
Your #1 show.
my #1 show. Also, just gonna plug this. I did not buy this just for a sketch. I also say, let's have a tea party in the park wearing either a Regency/Empire fashion or, you know, late Baroque, late 1700s.
Are you asking me right now on camera?
I'm asking you and also
Or the
telling
viewers?
you
Oh.
this is what's going to take place.
Oh.
And the viewers, if they want to join us. We're going to hold a high tea, in Grant Park sometime in the spring.
I'm down.
Or I'm going to wear this wig and tiara. And, yeah.
Can I wear dragon wings and contacts?
Absolutely, yes, come on, yes, we will take Regency all over the place.
Yeah, because it'll be like, kind of like the Middle Earth type vibe.
Yeah.
And I'll just destroy everything at the table and eat everything, but I'll come at the very end. Okay, mother. Now,
What's your #1? Oh, hold on, I need to...
Oh my gosh.
Woo! So
Alright.
pumped! Okay, tell me more.
Y'all knew this was gonna go down as soon as you started the video. Anybody who knows me knows I love this show.
I can already guess what the show is.
What is it?
Euphoria.
Euphoria didn't come out in 2024.
Oh, okay.
What was the other show that I've been telling you to watch?
Mm.
This is a test to see if you actually listen to me.
My mouth is so wine.
You really don't know?
No.
Lovecraft Country, y'all!
I did know that. Clearly we have two different aesthetics,
No,
as I'm wearing a full-on Marie Antoinette
No. Listen, y'all. You can stream this on HBO Max now. The entire first season is out. I don't even know if there's going to be a second season, to be honest with you. Which sort of makes it even more special. I feel like whenever shows have just one season, especially when they're completed in the way that Lovecraft Country leaves you, it just gives you so much, like, themes and topics to discuss. It's almost like an art installation in a way, you know? They did that with The Watchmen, which, oh god, The Watchmen. If you haven't seen that with Regina King, she won the Emmy for that.
She sure did. Mm.
Watchmen was amazing. Have you seen Watchmen?
Keep going. Keep going. Just keep reading. There's nothing to read, but just keep reading it. Mm.
So, I keep itching my tit. I don't know why. I'm just getting so pissed that, like, my tits are just tingling. So...
Is it perhaps because
Listen.
it's raining?
Lovecraft Country actually follows this young black man named Tick as he travels around America, the South, during the 1950s in search of his missing father. It stars Jonathan Majors and Jurnee Smollett. It also stars Wunmi Masako, which if you've seen my video for top 10 movies, I mentioned her already. She's the breakout star of 2020 for me. She's amazing. It also has Jamie Chung, which, okay, if you know who I am half
Who are you?
Filipino. I am half Filipino and half Cape Verdean. So I'm basically a Malaysian. And this show actually includes so many Asian people as well as black people, which is exciting. And, like, it deals with the different things that we experience as minorities in America and also in war. This show just covers so much. It's a fantasy historical drama. But if you want to talk about representation, so many black people, so many things being discussed. Like, I can't even... Each episode is almost like a new genre. And the interesting thing about Lovecraft Country also is that this whole series was based off of a writer. I think his last name was Lovecraft.
H.P. Lovecraft, who was a known racist.
Yes, and so they flipped that racism on its head and made a whole series that was like pro-black. Jordan Peele executive produces, I believe.
J.J. Abrams.
J.J. Abrams.
Monkey Paw is Jordan Peele's production.
So Monkey Paw Productions, which was head by Jordan Peele. Jordan Peele did Get Out, Us, you know, he's Key and Peele. But if you're going to check out any show, you have to see
Bridgerton.
Lovecraft country.
Bridgerton.
Because it's so impactful and so timely with everything going on in America in terms of the Black Lives Matter movement, in terms of just like racism being discussed in households. I know maybe you need a break from that, but this is a really cool, fantastical break to kind of bring the topics to life. You know, I think right now you need to be educating yourself and researching what exactly is going on with minorities, specifically Black people in America, and this show really gives you an inside look. It's written by Misha Green. Misha Green created this, and I may have DM'd her privately asking to be her apprentice for no charge. I was going to do it for free. She didn't respond to me, but she, you know, whatever.
Misha,
it's
what's
great.
up? Come on.
Misha,
call me.
please call me and
We'll
make
call
me. I will literally follow you around, get your coffee, just so I can learn how to do what you've done with this show. It's amazing, and the fact that
snap for the kids, Misha,
and the fact that it's like a fantasy thriller, horror, drama, period piece type thing. The fact that like it's in a genre that really does not have room for people of color, as we've seen throughout the years, and she makes her own room and seemingly makes a new genre in itself. I can't speak enough about this show. You have got to see it. It's streaming on HBO Max right now. Right now. Guys, that was our top 5 TV shows from 2020 that you can stream right now.
Right now.
Thank you so much for tuning in with this video. Thank you for being here. I'm going to include your links to your stuff in the description below. Please like and subscribe if you like what you've seen. We are also producing a film that Ava wrote called The Waltz. I'm helping her, and I'm going to include a survey below that if you just take it for 2 minutes, it would really help us kind of understand our audience and market to you guys. So please fill that out. If you guys want me to review or look into anything specifically, make another list, comment below. Comment below what your top 5 TV shows of 2020 were, and I'll comment back. Thank you again, guys, and peace.